Hello, dear Leos. Welcome to your reading for the month of April 2021. Before we get to your reading, I wanted to ask you about the question that how was your full moon of the March 13th that recently went by? I am asking this to all my zodiac signs to know, to have the feedback if they all felt the love and success that this full moon was supposed to bring for us, because I kind of felt quite differently. Now, I don't know if the intentions that I put out to the universe are actually gonna happen in the few months, which I think this full moon definitely promises us. But on that particular day, I don't think I really felt something like that. But so I'm gonna ask you that do comment and give me your feedback if you guys felt the same, or did you guys feel the love that this full moon was supposed to bring to us. All right, so now let's start with your reading. I'm going to shuffle these two decks. Okay, for Leos for the month of April. One more time. Okay, first week, second week, third week, wow, and fourth week. The cards look beautiful, Leos. Let me know how was your March. Did you guys resonate? Did whatever I said helped? Because I was kind of checking out the reading, my reading for the sign, for my sign that I did for the month of March, and I kind of looked back and I was like, oh my god, you know, this is like completely matching with whatever I said. So at least my first 3 weeks are definitely going the way I you know I predicted, thanks to Nostradamus. So I hope that you guys also resonated with your readings. Okay, beautiful cards. Second week, I think it's gonna be a beautiful month. Okay, slightly troublesome maybe in the third week. Let's see what Nostradamus has to say about it. So your first week have two cards, which is the Cardinal card, known for its bravery, and the Temperance card. Okay, Leos, let's get to your reading. Let's see, I want to know. Temperance is a major arcana card. Let's see what it has to say about you. Wow. Yeah. What about the other one? Swirlies. So see, both the cards kind of suggest you to have balance in your life, to have harmony in your life, and to have control on your life. It says that you're not supposed to rush into decisions, you know. So I'll tell you which card says what. So if we talk about the Cardinal card, it is a sign of bravery. It is a sign of skill and strength and heroic action. The knight is a good person to have on your side in a tight spot. So this person could be you, or you have such a strong person in your life who kind of has power or authority, or kind of a position that is usually good to have as a friend whenever you're in a tight spot, is what it means. His strength is great, but is often accompanied by wildness and a lack of discipline. Like I said, you are definitely, making a decision, you're jumping to conclusions, you're being slightly impulsive in the first week, Leos. It's good to be strong, it's good to make decisions, but you still want to verify the details. Why I'm saying this? Because the other card, Temperance card, also suggests the same. I'll tell you what now this has to say. Again, it says that you need patience, like you're jumping to conclusions. That is what the Cardinal card said. Now again, it says you need patience, you need calmness, you need balance, you need moderation, you need self-control. it says that you have to approach your problems with due care and attention rather than rushing in and meeting every challenge aggressively. So maybe somebody in your life is trying to come and talk to you, if I talk about your personal life, there's somebody who's trying to come and talk to you and saying that, there's something that I don't like about us. Maybe in your relationship your girlfriend is coming to you and they're saying that you're a good person, I agree with that, but this is something I don't like about you, and you immediately get offended and you're like, oh my god, if you don't like me, then okay, you can go to hell, and I don't want to have anything to do with you, and blah blah blah. You are uh kind of creating situations which do not exist. You're trying to jump to conclusions. Your ego is hurt, and you want to feel better, and that's why you might just stop talking to the person who's trying to talk it out with you. So I would like to suggest you that you sit and deal with this situation maturely. Talk it out if there's any problem. Same goes in your professional life. A problem comes and you're like, no, I think we should do this and we should do that, and you're not listening to your team, you're not listening to your colleagues, and they're like, oh my god, I think we can come up with a better solution to our problems, and maybe cutting the leaves of the employees is not a solution, or salary of the employees is not a solution, or coming to work every day is not a solution. And if some, be more flexible, have self control, be more flexible. Maybe you can give them some days of work from home or something like that. Don't jump to conclusions, because it says that the night is a good card to have. And I know, Leos, you're a good person at heart, but you kind of tend to get aggressive sometimes because you're very very egoistic, and you don't have to let your ego come in between in the first week at least. Let's see how the other weeks go. So be careful, be calm, be balanced. Just if somebody talks to you, just say, okay, let's talk it out, or let's give it a day, sleep over it, and then take up the challenges. The best, okay. And the Empress card, wow. Definitely a strong person, definitely bravery, definitely making decisions, but being aggressive at the same time. So okay, let's get to the star card first for Leos. And the Empress. There's definitely a presence of the woman in your life, because there's the Abbess, which, as you can see, is a woman again. Though this is not a gender specific, the Empress is also talk about the feminine energy, strong feminine energy. So I'll read the Empress card also, another major arcana card. It's always good to have major arcana cards in your reading. For some of you, there might be fertility, which is beautiful to have. The feminine energy, like I said, there could be marriage for some of you. So I'll talk about the Empress first. This Empress talks about human love. This could be a wife or a girlfriend, a mother. There's somebody loving, a loving, intelligent, mature woman in your life. Who's very caring. So this person is like, their job is to take care of you, or something like that. It says that obviously, like, a wife sometimes gets so devoted to their husbands that they want to take care, and girlfriends are also like that. They just want to keep their boyfriends happy, that kind of energy. And if cross watchers are watching, so maybe this could also very well be you, who's very very caring in a relationship. This card rules passion and health and fertility and marriage, so it's a beautiful card to have. It does have feminine energy, so it could be you or it could be the other person in the relationship. Because it represents romantic love, it says, and passionate response of a man to woman or woman to man. So, like I said, if cross watchers are watching, it could be any which way, but definitely a lot of human love is involved, a lot of passion is involved. So, definitely, yes. This is a beautiful card. So your personal life is definitely rocking, because this card does not represent a work reading at all. Now about the abyss of stars, again it says that there's a mature and perspective woman in your life. She can be a stern judge, and she can be sometimes shrewd. And it also says that this card in the reading wants us to take stock of things, of where we are, where we want to go, and what we want from life in general. Like I said, the uh, other card talks about fertility and marriage. So maybe you guys in a relationship are sitting together and you're talking about the things that you want from each other. Maybe you're in a relationship and now you want to move to the next level. Or if you guys are just dating each other, you want to give it some status. You want to go from a single to committed, or normal dating or hanging out stuff, to you want to materialize something. You want stronger things, and that's what both the cards suggest. Even in your professional life, you are sitting down with, maybe with yourself or maybe with your colleague, or your boss, and you are sitting down and taking up the stock of, this, I have reached here in this level in my life, and now I want to go to the next level. What do I need to do I need to work hard? Do I need to change my behavior? Do I need to, I think, maybe start dressing well? I don't know, it could be anything, so of that sort. But definitely personal life is rocking, a lot of love is there, and you guys want to move to the next level. So kudos to you, Leos. The second week looks great in April. Let's get to your third week. Three of Moons and Seven of Suns. Okay. Three of Moons, Seven of Suns. Yeah, what about Three of Moons? Yeah. Great. So first I'll talk about the Seven of Suns. Why? Because this card says that there is success in your life, first of all, Leos, and this success has not shown itself overnight. This is a result of a prolonged struggle, prolonged hard work. Like I said, you were taking stock of things in the second week. So in your personal life and your professional life, if you've got success, if the girl or the guy has finally agreed to be in the relationship with you, or getting married, or you guys decided to have kids, any kind of success that you might have received, or you got that promotion, or you got that new job, this has been all because of your hard work, not something that you just got by luck or whatever. This card shows that everything that you've got is due to the hard work. Do you see this mountain kind of a thing? So you have climbed up this. So it's not like something and reached the stars. It's not something that you have kind of, you could just pluck the flowers, or just you could just take the stars from the sky. No, you did the hard work. You climbed it up till here, and that's why you're receiving the success you are. Why I read that card first is because this card is all about success and happiness and celebrations. So definitely your hard work, you've got that girl, you've got that guy, you've got that promotion, you've got that job, and now you're just celebrating, you're not just happy. It's a very happy card to have in a reading, as you can see. Celebration, they're playing that, whatever that thing is called, when you're partying, and as we can see, there is fruitfulness, of course. And again, in the first week also, it says that there is fertility from some of you, there is pregnancy for some of you. This card also says that maybe you guys got pregnant, and this is, maybe you guys prayed for a child, and maybe it wasn't happening for you guys, and now it did. So it's beautiful. And if you still are not thinking about it, then I would like you to try it out, because I think it's gonna work out for you guys. There is relief, there is healing, there is perfection. Wow. It says that this card has to do with perfection more than anything else in the world. It encourages pleasure, enjoyment. And if it also says that if you have been ill in the past, if you were, you know, facing any kind of problems in your life, this is a card of healing as well. So you have healed, or you are on the verge of healing. So beautiful, beautiful. April looks beautiful for you, Leos. Let's get to your fourth week, and we have the Fool card. Wow, it's like a blank slate that you have, where you can just start your life. You know, it's a new, it's a, the Fool and the One of Moons. Beautiful. See, it's a card of newness. Definitely healing, definitely new things, definitely pregnancy, definitely baby being born, or, you know, new life means something big and something different has happened in your life in April, or is gonna happen soon. Okay, so first we'll talk about the One of Moons. Yeah, see, gain fertility. Oh my god, guys, if you're not trying, please, this is March, and in 1 month you're going to get the news that you guys are pregnant. So do watch this video, do try for it, do try for that baby you have been longing for, because I am telling you, it's gonna happen in April. It is gonna happen in April. This is all about, okay, let me just see the Fool card once again. Yeah, like I said, this Fool card is considered as the wild card, where it's a blank page. You can fill it with anything. You want to start something new, start it. You want to have a baby, have it. You want to get into that relationship, do it. You want to propose, do it. It asks you to do whatever you want to do. There's a tinge of wildness in this card. You are going wild with the decisions, you are taking your risks. Do that. This is the time for you to take risks, Leos, because, you know, the stars are not gonna disappoint you, trust me. There is curiosity, there is of course unpredictability, because you guys are planning to do something, you're not sure of whether it's gonna happen or not, but you're doing it. You have to try it anyway. I urge you to try it. It means it also means surrender to greater powers. You know, just do your best and just leave it to the universe. Foolish wisdom. Wow. And why I read this card first? Because this card talks about home, it talks about family, it talks about love, it talks about fertility. It's a beautiful card. Good news, good cheer, nourishment. Wow. They also say that this is also a card of good omens, suggesting that any new enterprise will flourish. So if you, like I said, you have to take that risk, Leos. Go out there, start that new enterprise, start that new business, take that new job offer, take that new position, propose to that girl, propose to that boy, propose to whoever you want to. In thinking of investing, invest. Thinking of buying a house, do that. Buying a car, do that. Having a baby, do that, you know, or just do it. Whatever you think, just do it, because it's a good omen to have. Lot of love, family, lot of success, lot of happiness, lot. It's just complete card. Your reading is complete in its own, you know. Personally or professionally, everything looks great. It's a beautiful reading to have. Wow. I think for April, this is by far the most beautiful reading, Leos, and I'm amazed. So do let me know in April. Do comment if you know, your April was as beautiful as I can see, and I would love to know. Really, I would love to know, because it looks beautiful. And imagine, both professionally and personally. Wow. You know, I think it's like a dream come true. Wow, beautiful. So, Leos, this was your reading for the month of April, and I'll see you next month. Okay, bye bye.